You know, I mean, we think about sacks and things like that, but I don't think these kind of stats and really people paid attention and said, oh, you know, that's wow. You know, he had 27 sacks. I think it was only in retrospect that people were, you know, probably paying that much the attention that it deserved.
888-9-334-887-3401. I'm looking down. I'm just going to preface this because we're not going to have time to get into it. But how did Lionel Richie end up on the Auburn list?
He's listed as a guy who went to Auburn but did not graduate. So he probably was there for like Jimmy.
How did I not
Jimmy
hear this?
Buffett. He was like there for a quarter or two, you know, something like that.
So Lionel Richie went to Auburn.
Apparently so. I mean, this is what it's. I believe it's on Wikipedia and it's on another website as well. He's listed as an Auburn, you know, and the connection with Auburn. I had not heard that one myself. And I also had not heard Kimberly Page, wife of DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, graduated from Auburn. I'm Randy.
Are you that big a fan of DDP?
Not really, but I'm a fan of his wife. She's stunning. But anyway, she's an Auburn graduate. Who knew? But who would you say? I mean, you know, Octavia Spencer, Oscar winner.
Right now in the world, Tim Cook. And it's not close.
Not Cam Newton?
Maybe, but Tim Cook, man.
A non-player.
Yes. I mean, if you want to pull up an athlete, a Bo Jackson or a Cam Newton, yes, of course. But we're talking about in the world, President Apple. Just named the Nike. Did you see that this past week? I don't know the title, but he is the lead outside, not counsel, but he's got a big title for Nike too, by the way.
Really?
Yes. Oh, yes. Highly involved on the
side salary.
Just a little side job to go along with his CEO of Apple.
What do you think the CEO of Apple? It's probably posted, surely, what he makes. 50 million?
I don't know.
Would you even guess?
No.
Triple digits? 100? No, not a year. 50? I bet he makes 50 million. No, 25.
Roger Goodell makes 32 million.
Yeah, and that was a pay cut. He made 34 last year.
32 mil. So yeah, 50 would not be unrealistic if he makes that kind of money.
I think Roger Goodell has now made like over $200 million as the commissioner of the NFL.
Pretty good gig.
I think I'm going to go. I think that's what I want to be when I grow up. NFL commissioner. That's going to do it for us today. We appreciate so much all of you out there joining us. Sports Call back on the air tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Reed and Tom will be with you then. For Randy Lee, I'm Andy Graham saying so long for now. We'll talk again soon. Get Andy. Scott, what are you doing? Get
Girls, you get the girls first? Mike McCoy. What? I'll tell Mike. Hey, Adam. Is that okay, bud? Oh,
Yeah, I got you guys.
we need to get.
Minute and a half, guys.
Yeah, it's driving me crazy. This your keys? It's about to keep it. Scott. See you. How much time?
We got about a minute left.
All right.
All right, about 30 seconds.
All right.
Ride shotgun.
Uh-huh.
Man, I love it, man. You know, just get me through this first segment. We'll be all right.
Be good.
Ten seconds. Y'all are live.
Welcome into Lake Martin Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship, here with Scott Hardy on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Hope everyone had a good 4th of July and everyone was safe and got out and enjoyed some of this nice hot weather that we had. We're going to be with you tonight bringing in the state champion Alex City 10U boys baseball team that's going to be getting ready to go to Louisiana pretty soon to compete. And I'm guessing in the Southeastern regionals. We're also going to have the Thunderstruck 16U girls softball travel team. So busy night ahead of us to catch up with everything going on local. Get in here, maybe even have a chance to talk a little bit about the NBA. As you can see, the salary cap has gone up, and the madness has just really taken off with everything. So we'll get a little bit of that tonight and get these interviews going. Scott, you doing okay today?
I'm doing great, man. Just trying to. I was thinking about what you're saying about the salary caps there for the NBA, and it's been a wild west kind of type of thing going on the last week or so for NBA free agency. But I'm a fan of it, actually. I think that the
crazy.
NBA free agency is probably the most entertaining of all. And the thing is, you hear some names or see some names go across the screen at the bottom. Have no idea who they are, but you know they got 4 years, $85 million.
Exactly.
$85 million.
If you were anyone, I know there was one guy, I can't even think of his name, Tyler Johnson. He has 5 career starts, signed a 4-year, $54.5 million contract. So, yeah, that's fun, you know. So,
well, you look at somebody like Harrison Barnes who gets $95 million, and he was the 4th best player on his team, maybe 5th best, maybe Iguodala may even be a little better than Harrison Barnes. But look at those people, and it's like, all right. So just imagine when it's time for Steph to get his payday, or when LeBron and KD again re-up next year in Westbrook, because next year it's going to be even more money given out. And what I like about the NBA is they are a players' league, and so they're trying to make sure that everybody's eating, and even the ownership, obviously they're getting their piece of the pie. But for those to set a limit on, a minimum level which you have to pay somebody, I'm a fan of that. So if the sport is growing and the popularity of the sport is growing, regardless of if I'm as an important figure as somebody else, if the cap says, or if the market says I'm worth that, then hey, I'll take it.
yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is Steph is making $12 million a year this year. So that's going to be interesting. Your league MVP is making less than Matthew Dellavedova, who is I'd say a 3rd-string point guard. So, you know, it's kind of interesting right there. But it all goes back to the CBA agreement back about 5 years ago when the owners, and you were talking, it is a players' league, but the owners wanted more like that. They were pushing to get more of the revenue and everything. And for them to be so nearsighted to the point where they couldn't see these TV contracts coming in is kind of laughable. And they're getting what they wanted, because at the same time, they were the ones who nixed that whole Chris Paul to the Lakers trade. And it's because they want to keep the league fair and balanced, and they wanted more money and yada, yada, yada. So this is kind of what they're getting, because we got super teams forming left and right, and you got borderline marginal players just making bank. So it's really interesting, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. So once again, got our guests coming up: 10U boys state champion all-star baseball team, and the 16U Thunderstruck travel girls. We'll get right back with you in those interviews here. More on Lake Martin Sports Roundup here right after this.
10 seconds to bumper music.
Good stuff.
Y'all are live. Take it when you want it.
Welcome back into the Lake Morton Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship, here at JR Sports Bar and Grill on this beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Make sure you come by here and get you some the best wings and chicken fingers in town. The crowd's filling in here, so make sure you get in here and get you a table and everything. And without any other ado, we'll get into here the 10U Alex City Boys State Champions. How about that?
That sounds good.
Hey, Coach. I'm sorry, this is Coach McCoy right here, everybody. So we got everybody in here tonight. The teams up there are getting all loud and fired up, so it's going to be fun to talk with them a little bit as well, right?
It's going to get pretty rowdy when they get down
you
here.
can't beat that.
Yeah, they're fired up still.
Yeah,
So,
I bet
it's a good
so.
thing.
I mean, you don't win a state championship that often, so hey, might as well be, right?
True. I mean, it's kind of hadn't sunk in completely yet, but it's a little bit surreal, but it's kind of, you know, as you sit back and kind of slow down and look at it, it's I mean, it ranks way up there with me. I mean, it's way up there. Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
I bet so. Well, go into a little bit. How many teams were in the tournament? Where did y'all play? How did y'all do?
Well, the tournament was hosted in Florence, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
And for those that don't know, Florence beat us out last year in 9U, and they beat us in the finals. So Florence kind of, you know, they set the standard. That's pretty much the standard. And going into this thing, there were 16 teams.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Huge tournament.
Yeah. So we get up there, and I'm looking at that bracket, you know, and it's
not like y'all fell into this or won this. Y'all had to play.
It's pretty impressive when you look up there and you see a bracket of 16 teams. And it's single elimination. Saturday, Sunday, you play pool play, which a lot of people probably are familiar with that listen to the show. Is they want to make it where it's worth your while to travel. So you're guaranteed 3 games. They had a north, south, and east and a west pools. So we were in the east pool, if I'm not mistaken. We had Opp, Jackson, Alabama, Daphne, and then us. So we go out on the first day, and we play Opp. Mm-hmm. And, you know, at 10 years old, you're thinking, you know, these kids are just out there, they're playing baseball, they're having a great time. But they feel the pressure, too. They knew the circumstances. They knew what was at stake. So we get out there, and that was our worst game. We got beat 5-4 in 7 innings. We went 1 extra inning. So, really and truthfully, Adam, I think that may have focused us because, you know, a lot of people say you gotta lose to win, and I think that really held true with us. That we got out there, and after that, we kind of talked about, you know, you're not out of it, you still got to play ball.
You kind of see what you're going up against, so you don't have to get serious.
And my hats off to Opp now. That wasn't a fluke that they beat us. They had a great pitching staff, and I've said this: they probably had 3 of the best pitchers that we faced.
Oh, wow. Right there in your pool, too.
Yeah, you know, they had 3. They ran 3 consecutive guys out there, and I'm like, wow. So you're thinking, you know, if this is what we're going to see, you know, we may be in trouble. So we were going to play 2 games. Well, we only played 1 game on Saturday. We would come back on Sunday. We had 2 games scheduled. We played the first game, which was we played Jackson, and we beat them. So we come back, and, man, the guy, he had to mention this, Randy Burns, which is the tournament director for Florence. Super nice guy. And for those that hadn't been to Florence, that complex is unbelievable. Nice. They have a wonderful Parks and Recs up there. But he had to mention that he didn't think it was going to rain. So here comes the rain.
Of course.
And it was one of the kids, you know, we're all running. We're getting under these canopies, and one of the kids even mentioned, I think it's coming out of the ground. That's how hard it was raining. So all the games got canceled that day. So that put us over into Monday. And it rained again on Monday. We played our 1 game. We beat Daphne that day. And so the next games all the games were canceled. So that puts us over into Tuesday and Wednesday. So the tournament really didn't start till Tuesday.
Good.
So we got through pool play. So I got real good at packing my luggage and checking out of a hotel. So we done that
I
3
bet
times.
so.
So, but anyway, we get into the tournament.
That gets expensive right there
It
too.
does,
doesn't it?
yes, and for the people we'll talk about that later. How this is all parent funded,
Definitely.
and donation wise. But we get in there Tuesday, and we win both games. We played Daphne again the first game, which I thought was unusual because we played them in pool play. Tournament starts, and here's Daphne again. So we played them, and we were fortunate to win that game. It was pretty close. I can't really remember the score of that game. And then we turned around and we played Childersburg, which I thought to be odd that we traveled 200 miles
Right.
to play a team that's 20 minutes away from us. So we won that one, and I went over to the bracket and I looked, and there was Florence. That's who we were going to play the next game. So all of those kids, they knew how big that game was. And all along, you could hear them. They would get over to the side, and they were like, look, we just want to play Florence. We want to play Florence again. So
Florence didn't stand a chance because y'all were so ready for that rematch.
yeah,
What they
so
were playing,
we
right?
get up there, and we bomb them right off. We're up 5-0, and then 8-0, and so it was just all downhill there. And we played the best game ever against Florence.
Wow.
And they were the second best team up there.
Wow.
We beat the best team.
Yeah.
And then we turned right back around and played West Side, which they're out of Mobile.
Mhm.
And God, the nerves. It's unbelievable. Of not only me and my other coaches, but the kids.
Oh,
it's
definitely.
just unbelievable.
And probably the parents in the stands
Oh,
and everyone.
man. My wife, I made a joke. I said she cried 3 hours all the way home the other day. So, but I tell you this part of it, that Wednesday was my son's 11th birthday. And he caught for out 3 to win the game. Made an
wow.
unbelievable play coming from center field across. And not only as the coach of this team, but as a dad,
Oh, yeah.
that was a pretty special moment.
I bet so. And that's a birthday he'll never forget
Oh,
right
man,
there.
what are
you
you
know?
talking about? It was unbelievable. But great time. We had a great time.
Okay, well, that's our music. We're going to take a quick break, come right back, catch up some more on the Alex City Boys 10U All-Star team. We'll be right back with you more on Lake Martin Sports Roundup. Even
Y'all were Y'all are live. Take it when you want it.
Welcome back into the Late Morning Sports Roundup. I'm your host, Adam Blankenship. I'm here with the Alex City 10U State Championship Boys All-Star Team. Last segment, you caught up with me and Coach McCoy. We were talking a little bit about how the tournament played out and how they got to the point where they're winning this state championship and how big of a, I guess, experience that is. And also for your son, making final out there on his birthday and everything else, too. And we're going to talk more, too, after this.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to get the kids up here now, introduce them, let them talk a little bit. And so it looks like there's a lot of personality in this bunch right here, right?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be.
All right. Bring them on up, Scotty.
This is mine.
All right.
Here.
What is your name and what position did you play?
Carter McCoy, and I played wherever he put me.
Wherever he put you. Well, that's probably part of the winning success that you guys had. What was your favorite part about the whole season?
Winning, probably.
Winning, and are you excited about Louisiana?
Texas.
Excuse me, Texas.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Well, good deal. Well, thank you. Congratulations.
Gonna be shy now,
All
right?
What is your name?
Charlie,
And what position did you play?
outfield, left field, and right field.
Left field and right field. And what would you say was the most exciting part about winning the state championship?
No idea.
You have no idea. All right. And who's your favorite baseball player?
I don't know.
Well, all right, then. We can work with that.
He's
Thank
speechless
you.
from the
Thank
win.
That's Charlie Shivers. Greg and Denise Shivers. Greg's head softball coach at Cat.
Okay.
So, great people.
Well, what is your name, sir?
Kirkland Pugh,
And what position did you play?
third base, right field, and left field.
All right, multitasking out there. And what was your favorite part about the whole All-Star selection so far?
How I got to play for the team.
You got to play for the team. And are you excited about Texas? All right, congratulations.
He may feel a little like me.
Focused. Yeah,
there
they're
you
focused
go.
is what it is.
All right, what is your name, sir?
William Wickersham,
All right, and what position did you play?
mostly right field.
Mostly right field. So what was it like to win the state championship?
I felt pretty excited.
Felt pretty excited.
When I got that last out, I was jumping all over the place.
You were the one who got the last out?
I did get the last out.
Okay, all right. Well, congratulations.
Seems like he's a character, too.
He's a little fireball. He's always excited about everything.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
All right. What is your name, sir?
Chance Lumpkin,
Chance Lumpkin. All right. And what position did you play?
shortstop.
Shortstop. All right, I hear you. And what was your favorite part about the All-Stars so far?
It was exciting that we won state. I'm happy that we stayed as a team and we fought back when we were down. When we were down by like 2 points, we come back, we fought back.
Well, definitely excited for you guys. What was your outside of your favorite part of playing with the team? Are you excited about going to Texas as well?
I'm very excited to go to Texas.
Well, congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. I've got the coach speak down.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Trip Fletcher,
And what position did you play?
second, third, and pitcher.
Again, some multi-positions out there for you. So you guys are going to Texas. Obviously, do you feel that you guys will represent Alex City and the state of Alabama well in the tournament?
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations. All right. And what is your name?
Carter Bullard.
Carter. And what position did you play?
Play second, and I pitch.
Second, and you pitch. So are you ready to go ahead and take those talents out to Texas? You've already dominated on the state side. You ready to go with national?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good deal. Thank you. Congratulations.
Carter there, we were the only team up there that hit 2 balls out of the ballpark.
Oh, really?
Carter was one of them, and Gabe, he's coming up later.
Oh, nice.
All right. What is your name?
Caden Hyde,
And what position did you play?
catcher in right field.
Catcher in right field. So what was the most exciting part about winning the state championship?
Well, it was about hitting triples.
Triples. All right. So hopefully we'll make it where you can get some home runs out there in Texas. All right, congratulations.
The triple's the hardest one to get
Yeah.
right there, you know? That's
He
the hardest
hit,
one
All
to
he
get.
right,
hit
what's
3
your name?
consecutive triples. That's
Oh,
why he
wow.
said that.
I got it.
Joris Thomas,
All right, and what position did you play?
all the outfield.
All the outfield. All right, so you guys won state, going out for regionals in Texas. What's the most exciting thing you're looking forward to about going out there?
Winning.
All right, you can't beat that, man. Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
Confidence. I like it.
All right, and what is your name?
Gabe Benton.
Gabe. All right, and what position did you play for the team?
Shortstop, pitcher, and catcher.
Shortstop, pitcher, and catcher. Okay, so again, you guys won state. What was the most exciting part about that?
Winning.
Well, I guess that would be the most exciting part. Favorite baseball player before we let you go?
Noah Syndergaard.
Thor. All right, I'm with that. There you go. Good call there, man. Well, congratulations.
But Gabe there, he hit the only other home run out of the ballpark.
All
We were the
right.
only team that we hit 2.
Ah,
What is your name?
Sawyer Smith.
And what position did you play?
First base.
First base. All right. So what's been the best part about this whole process of winning the state and going on to Texas?
Probably getting out to first base.
So first base. All right. Well, we're extremely proud of you guys. Congratulations and good luck out in Texas. All right. I think that wraps
we
it
got
up,
everyone
guys.
right there.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
all right. It seems like you got a solid bunch right there. It looks like they all get along really well, and they're all good friends, so that helps a lot too, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it when you spend that much time together, trust me, you have your little, he's too close to me, his bag's in my way. I mean, you have all of that, but they are a great bunch of kids.
That's great.
And we were talking at the break, these parents cannot say enough about them.
Definitely.
And also my assistant coach is Derek Smith, Hugh Lumpkin, Wynn Fletcher, Greg Shivers, Kadori Benton, Casey Hyde. I mean, I know I'm leaving somebody else. The moms.
And that's the thing about it too. It takes a community to
yeah,
get
it's
on
not.
there, you know. With,
Trust me, I never threw, caught, or hit a baseball.
Yeah.
Never run the bases. This is totally was theirs. They deserve every bit of this credit. But yes, it takes a staff. You know, I always joke with my wife, I got to go with my staff.
yeah.
But you know, and these girls are great about delegating. You know, one person that, I mean, what people don't understand, you get away from home. I mean, you've got laundry, you've got food, all of these, all of this
with the rain
stuff.
delays, it seems like y'all were there a lot longer than what y'all had
We
prepared
stayed
for,
2 days longer than what we should have been there. And, you know, the money, not to, and vacation, people taking off work. And that was one of those big deals when we all decided to go to Texas. I'm like, look. I think it's 978 miles out there. So we're asking a lot from this community. If you would please, you know, get in touch with somebody, you know, donate some money.
That's what I was going to ask you. You're doing any kind of fundraisers? Like, when is the tournament?
The tournament, we have to report next Thursday, the 14th. Okay. We have to be out there by then. And we actually play on the 15th.
Okay.
10 teams. And it's a little bit different format. It's a double elimination. It's the traditional type tournament. So, you know, you could be there 5 days or you could be there 1 day.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Cal Rip only allows you to play 2 games a day.
Oh, wow.
Because of the pitching rules. So you can't play any more than twice a day. So, you know, I feel good about our chances. You know, with 10 teams, it's not quite as impressive as looking up there at 16, but you got to feel good about yourself. If I felt that we didn't have a chance, I wouldn't go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and going back to this other tournament, you know, we had some issues with, you know, kids. They were just around each other too long, and
that's natural.
And I know. Chance said, you know, when we were trailing, but we never trailed, but in 1 game.
Yeah,
we never got behind.
Well, that shows what you're teaching right there. That's what sticks out to them is how y'all responded whenever you were down. So that's huge.
And after 1 game, we went out, and I said, look, let's go out here in left field. I want to talk to y'all. And you know, some of the parents tried to come down. I said, no, this is between us and these boys. And we talked about some things about, you know, when you face adversity, how you respond to that kind of determines what the outcome's going to be.
Exactly.
And just because you're down don't necessarily mean you're out. And I think we kind of got focused there. And
it's a wake-up call to see what kind of competition you're going to be.
You know,
like,
we've always had them, and
Exactly.
sometimes it's good.
It's one of those, are y'all happy to be here, or do y'all want to win, you know?
You know, and that was me, is that, you know, I want these kids to have an experience that they'll never forget, especially going out here to Texas. But you you've got to juggle that. We're not going out here for the experience, so to say. We're going out to win.
Yeah,
You know, I want to win.
Definitely.
So we kind of, and they think you're the bad guy because, you know, it's early to bed and not the pool. So I'm surprised somebody didn't say something about that. But you know, I think now that they kind of see the big picture of this thing. So we're pretty. We're pretty focused on what we need to do, and I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about it.
That's good. Is there anything that y'all are doing, like any kind of fundraiser or anything, or any way you want to?
We
set up.
We have a GoFundMe page set up. If I'll get my wife down here and get where people need to go. I'll get that information out, but. Right now, it's just basically door to door. We're going to business owners, and we're going to be at Walmart, I think, Wednesday and Thursday. So that kind of stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, keep us in tune with that. Let us know. We'll help plug that too and help you raise as much as we can and do anything we can. We appreciate you coming up here. Appreciate you bringing the team and everything. And good luck in Texas. And you gotta let us know how everything goes. You know, you gotta call and give us updates.
Yeah, we'll be in touch. Thanks, Adam. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be right back on Lake Martin Sports Roundup right after this quick break.
And that's something that Miss Ann and the rest of the staff is always known for, is making sure that they're out here supporting the community. So if you have the opportunity, you haven't had dinner yet, come out. 256-329-2328 is the number to dial in. You can get it delivered to you, or you can come in here and get something off their great menu by dining in. But again, 10% of all the proceeds for today's and tonight's sales will go toward this 10U All-Star team.
And also, he's going to give us information too that they have a GoFundMe page that they've set up to kind of help raise some money too. So as soon as I get that, I'll be plugging that as well. So any kind of donations are welcome, because people don't realize how expensive these tournaments can get. I mean, he said that they were out there 2 days longer than what they expected, and then definitely this trip to Texas, he says, is going to be over 900 miles. So I mean, I'm sure that bill is going to rack on up. So yeah, any kind of donations anybody in the community would like to make or whatnot, it'll be greatly appreciated to help support these kids and hopefully bring back a national championship.
Well, speaking of support, we'll have on the 16U softball travel team, Thundershot. Is that
Thunderstruck?
Thunderstruck. All right, that makes more sense actually. Thunderstruck, and we'll have an opportunity to discuss what's been going on with them. And this is really when it matters for the baseball and softball side of things. That's one of those sports where I know a lot of doctors kind of preach not playing, 11, 12 months out of the year. But I think that to be as successful as you would like to be, you're going to have to continue to play year round. And so it's good to see that we have some kids out here that are trying to be committed to the craft.
Yeah, definitely. And one other thing before we get into that here shortly, on the local standpoint as well, is to talk about our boy Kendall Graydman yesterday on the 4th of July. He seems to be a holiday pitcher. He pitches every single holiday, and he always shines in it. So yesterday he went 6.2 strong, 3 hits, 1 run, and 3 Ks. So great win for Kendall on America's birthday. There's nothing better than baseball than on the 4th of July. So it's nice to see him pull out that win yesterday and just keep doing his thing up there. I mean, I'm thinking he's going to hang on there for a while, and I'm excited for him. I just want him to get that. I want him to hang on to get that one big contract. I just want him to see some of that money for all the hard work he's put in. So It's always fun to keep up with Kendall and see how everything's going with him.
Yeah, we've been making jokes with his brother Kyle for the last few months. It kind of started last year, but I mean, I think he had Memorial Day, Mother's Day, and then 4th of July so far this year, and I think he had 4th of July last year as well. But it's really exciting to have a homegrown guy being able to be as successful as he has been so far. And as you said, he's right on the cusp with baseball. Baseball money, like we're making a lot of jokes about this basketball thing, but baseball money gets kind of dumb too. And so if you can a number 3 or 4 starter gets $30 million. I mean, so hopefully that's
I'm pulling. I haven't pulled for anything harder than that. I want him to get that contract so bad.
Because then he
deserves it. Yes, he deserves it.
Because he could be a Bobby Bonnet. It really doesn't matter if you're playing or not.
Exactly.
Like baseball, once
you got your family and generation set up, so that's just something we're pulling forward. And like I said, we'll keep you updated all this year on him. And it looks like he's finding his groove too. Like he's getting into and. I wish he get a little bit of run support. I mean, he got 3 runs yesterday, which I think that's the most. Yeah, that's the most he's had. And I saw a stat a couple of weeks ago where he gets the least run support out of anybody else in the league. So that's pretty impressive right there that he's able to hold on, because it's him pitching against the world basically.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take another break. Congratulations again to Kendall and the 10U All-Star team. But we'll go ahead and take another break, and we'll return. We'll discuss a little bit 16U Thunderstock, more of the Late Morning Sports Roundup show right after this. Welcome back in, everyone, and thanks for joining us here on the Late Morning Sports Roundup show. A little less than 20 minutes left in tonight's program. We've had a great show so far. I had the opportunity to highlight the 10U All-Star team here in Alexander City who won the state championship for their age group, and will be traveling to Texas to compete on the regional level, and hopefully they can do some things here to make us proud, even more proud than they already have made us. But we'll go transition over to the softball side of things, and we'll welcome in the 16U Thunderstruck softball team, traveling team here in the area. And right now we have their representative, Jessica Stoneback. So thank you, Stoneback. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so we were talking a little bit before the break, Adam and I, about how this is really the time from a developmental standpoint. Like, you need baseball and softball players. If that's going to be your sport of choice, you should probably be playing on a year-round basis or competing against some teams that you won't necessarily see on the youth league level.
Yes, exactly. You also won't see it on many high school levels either, because basically travel ball is taking a team and picking out your best shortstop from this school, your best pitcher from this school, your best catcher from this school. So it's like you're getting a complete all-star team to compete against, but every team is like that. So when your competition level is increased drastically.
Okay, so where are all the girls represented from on the team?
We have girls from Reeltown, Tallahassee, Benjamin Russell, Horseshoe Bend, and Dable.
So definitely that's what you're looking for from a competitive standpoint. If, like you said, you've been able to kind of pick and choose, not necessarily pick and choose, but get some of the best players from each team. So when you guys are going and traveling against some different opponents, how do we reflect, or how do we look compared to some of the other teams we faced so far?
Most of the time we hang pretty well with a lot of the teams that we face. And the other thing about we're trying to grow our girls in this community too. So we could, some travel ball teams compete and go and pick up people constantly, but we try to keep these girls and continue to grow them. They've been together for almost probably 10 years. So competing against all this, I'd say last weekend we played an elite tournament. You know, we hung in there. We didn't win the tournament, but seeing that level of competition can only make you better. To be the best, you have to play the best. So.
And we're here with the 16U Thunderstruck travel softball team here, representing lots of places here in the Tallapoosa County area. And again, I like what you said there about being able to kind of get some homegrown talent and mature that talent and develop that, instead of going out and maybe going to get somebody from an Auburn or Montgomery trying to come onto the team, making sure that you're doing it here. And that only helps our high school level teams as well, if they're getting that fundamental competition level down there. But again, where are some of the tournaments that you guys would compete against?
We play in Millbrook a lot in the NSA tournaments there. We just played in Brookwood near Tuscaloosa in a Midnight Madness tournament this past weekend. So our girls were actually on the field from 1:30 to 5:30 that morning. They played back to back to back. Wow. So we'll play in Millbrook this following weekend and the next, just to kind of somewhere close to home to prepare for Southern Nationals in July 26th to the 30th, and that's in Gulf Shores. But we play anywhere pretty much in Alabama, Coleman. We've looked at some tournaments in Georgia through Cam Sports, but mostly we play NSA tournaments.
I got you. All right. Well, we're really excited about it. I love it. I know that there are a lot of people who say you probably shouldn't just focus on one sport, and I do agree with that to a certain extent. But if you see that one of these sports in particular is going to be one that you excel at, then you need to try to push as much of your attention toward that as well. And so it's great to see that we have some parents and some athletes around the area who want to make sure that the success here continues to grow. So we appreciate you having it on. And what we'll do before we end tonight's show, we'll bring Adam back up here and we'll interview a couple of girls and get their perspective on how the travel ball season is going.
All right.
Thank you for joining us, Jessica.
Thank you.
More of the Late Morning Sports Roundup show right after this.
Yeah, we're clear.
Welcome back into the final segment here on tonight's show of the Late Martin Sports Roundup Show. Again, we appreciate everyone tuning us in this week, as you always do, from 6 to 7 here at JR Sports Bar and Grill. Just finished up with Jessica Stoneback, who is a representative for the 16U Thunderstruck softball team. I'll get it right here before the night's over. But what we'll do, as always, give the team an opportunity to come introduce themselves. So, Mr. Blankenship, take it away.
All right, first one. Y'all ready? All right. Well, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm Jordan Andrews, and I'm from LA City.
Malik City. So y'all's team is a group from all around the surrounding area. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You've been playing for how long?
Since I was like 5.
Since you were 5. Okay. And what's your favorite thing about playing with this group of girls?
These? Yeah. Well, I mean, we're like friends. I mean, yeah, it's really good. We have fun together. So.
Well, good. You can't beat that. Well, I appreciate you coming up. We'll get the next one. All right. What's your name? What position do you play?
My name is Carly Meadows, and I play first, but I'll play anywhere the coach puts me.
Okay. So you play kind of pretty much everywhere. Oh, you can't beat that then. So where are you from as well?
I'm from Real-Town.
How did you get caught up with this team?
My dad actually created the team. Me and my dad did a couple years ago.
So have you been playing for a while now, or?
I've been playing softball since I was about 3.
3 years old. Okay. Well, this is a great way to get out there and maybe get some scholarships, something like that. Are you looking to play at college or anything like that?
After I get knee surgery, I'm gonna start trying to get colleges to notice me a little more.
I got you. Well, good luck with your knee surgery, and I appreciate you coming up here and meeting us. All right. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Mackenzie Baker, and I'm from Real-Town.
From Real-Town. What position do you play?
I play third and short.
Okay. Have you been playing with this group for a long time as well?
I have. I've been playing for 3 years now with them.
3 years. Okay. Are you looking to play the next level, play college or something like that?
I'm hoping to, but yeah, I'm more toward academics.
Oh, there you go. So she's smart and she can play ball. That's a good
Got
thing right
together.
there. All right. Well, it's nice to meet you, and I appreciate you coming up here. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Pearl Huff, and I'm from Dayville.
Dave, how did you get caught up with this group of girls?
I've been playing with them since rec league.
Oh, really? So everybody's from different areas, but somehow y'all all still meet each other. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are you looking to play softball next level as well, or what?
Definitely.
Are you going to camps and doing other stuff like that too? Or?
Sure. Always.
All right. Well, good luck, and we appreciate you coming up here and introducing yourself and meeting us. All right. Thank you. All right. What's your name and where are you from?
I'm Ariana Stoneback, and I'm from Real-Town.
From Real-Town. Okay, so Dayville, Alex City, Real-Town, everybody from all over the place. That's got to be kind of fun. Are y'all all friends outside of softball? Or?
Yeah, we text all the time. We keep group messages going, and like last week we went out to eat and just rode around town. So we just bond as a team.
Nice. So if y'all had any luck this summer, y'all been pretty much dominating all the tournaments or what?
Not exactly. We've been down a couple of players lately, so we're trying to adjust. But other than that, we'll get back.
Okay. And are you looking to play the next level too, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You got any kind of places you're looking at or trying to go to right now?
Hopefully anywhere that'll give me a scholarship.
I don't blame you. Take the money whenever they do, so you can get there and get that school paid for. So it's nice to meet you. I appreciate you coming up here and introducing yourself to us. What's your name and where are you from?
Morgan McGuire in Real-Town.
From Real-Town. Okay, so a lot of Real-Town girls.
I think, I'm looking at these girls. I think a few of these girls helped with our United Way Day of Action. So I'm starting to see them now that they're familiar faces, but definitely great athletes and good people all the way around.
What is it about Real-Town? Well, why does Real-Town always have good athletes?
I have no clue.
I put you on the spot with that one on that. All right, well, what position do you play?
Center field.
Center field. So the speed, you slap and bunt and all that kind of stuff?
Yes, sir.
Nice. Are you looking to play softball the next level or anything?
I hope so.
There you go. All right. Well, good luck, and we appreciate you coming out and introducing yourself to us. And keep us up to date. Let us know if you're at tournaments, or let us know how you do and all that kind of good stuff, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and that was your 16U.
Everybody? All right, we got everybody right there.
16U Thunderstruck softball traveling team here representing the Tallapoosa County area, and that's what it's all about, folks. And we appreciate them and Miss Jessica Stoneback for coming up here and talking to us a little bit. So that'll kind of get things wrapped up and concluded for tonight's show, but we'll get you primed and ready for Sportz Live. And that'll be Brett Pritchard and myself tonight. We're talking about a little bit of the things that happened on the NBA side of things with Kevin Durant and his new contract there, as well as some things from the Auburn, Alabama side, from recruiting to scheduling to some celebrity fan bases there. But Adam, it's been a really great show. Anything else you'd like to cap off with before we head off?
Make sure you go out, and I was talking to David after our last little segment right there. If you go to the GoFundMe page and type in 10U Alabama State Champions, then you can get to their GoFundMe page and help them raise a little bit of money. Like you mentioned, JR is once again helping the community with the donations tonight. So this is just another way. You know, it's going to be expensive going out to Texas. They're going almost 1,000 miles away. And like you said, it could be for one day, it could be for 5 days. So, you know, go to that GoFundMe page, donate if you can. Every little bit helps, every little bit counts. So just do that if you get a chance. And once again, that's 10U Alabama State Champions on GoFundMe.com.
Absolutely. Well, that'll wrap things up here for the Late Morning Sports Roundup show. For Adam Blankenship, my co-host, and producer, Justin Mosley, I want to say thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next week. Sports Live with Brett and myself coming up next. Yeah, we're clear.